What's up everybody, Johnny the Tech Consultant here. So the other day I had my Garmin GPS kind of freak out on me and do some weird stuff to me. Was driving, simply parked the car, turned off the GPS, came back, and when I booted up the GPS again, it started to throw off some errors. For example, some saying that it could not find the FM receiver or something like that, and also that it could not find the maps that were installed, which obviously were installed unless somehow it got deleted. I don't know. So I took it home later that night, started to troubleshoot it, and I found out exactly what I needed to do to resolve the issue. And it turned out to be quite simple and easy, and I'd love to show you guys in case this ever happens to you in the future. Or maybe you're having something like this happen to you right now. So let's take a look. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you how I fixed my Garmin GPS. First, what you'll need to do is go to Garmin's website, and that is at garmin.com. And then the quickest way I found is to go through support. What you're going to be doing is downloading some software called Garmin Express. So you click on support, and then the quickest way, like I said, to find it is to click on software, and then show supporting software, and then right here Garmin Express. And then once you click on Garmin Express, you can either download for Windows or Mac, and of course if you want you can check your system requirements. Now however, if you don't want to use the software, standalone software, which I do highly recommend because it'll be more stable and I believe a little bit better that way, you can also actually go to you can actually use a web plugin. So let's say you go to back at Garmin's website or homepage here, you go to support once again. But this time you could find your device manually, so whichever type of GPS device you have. In this case I had a nuvi 1300, so I click on automotive, on the road, and then automotive, and then I find my device here, and then I'll click on it, and then of course mine's at 1300, so you sort your way out eventually. And then from here you can actually click on detect devices, and once you click on it, it's going to search for it, and then it's going to, of course, if you don't have the plugin installed, it'll ask you to install it. In this case I like using, and I prefer using Garmin Express, so I won't do that. But if you want to go about that way, that's fine too. And then that way it will search for your device via the plugin, and therefore be able to do pretty much all the same things you can do with Garmin Express. And also if you don't even have it, like it says, if you don't have it handy, you can also enter the serial number, etc. And plus here is a great way to get support for it as well, like frequently asked questions, if you ever need to contact them, like worst case scenario, blah blah blah. So after you've downloaded, let's say you've downloaded Garmin Express and it's ready to go, in this case I have it on my desktop, you would install it. And once it's installed, you would go ahead and run it. So in this case, see, it's going to show that it's already installed, so I'm going to launch it. And and of course, well, you can connect your GPS prior to or after, either or. But in this case, I already have my GPS connected, and one way to tell as well to make sure it's connected is, of course, looking in your file explorer here, and you'll see it's right here, Garmin nuvi. So that means it's connected. But also, when you connect your GPS, at least on the nuvi 1300 series, you'll see it, well, of course you want to have it turned off, and then once you connect it via USB, you'll see it booting up into USB, a USB mode to interact with the computer, and it'll show like this little progress bar booting up. And then once it's done, you can also of course the progress bar will be gone, and of course you can check via here as well in the file explorer. So once you have that and it's downloaded and installed, then you can launch, and it's going to automatically pull it up. Now see, okay, here we go, and now it's already connected because I already had this connected before, but this is what you'll see as well the first time. And in this case, this is an older GPS I'm using as a model, and it shows that I have updates ready. So if I want to, I could install all these updates, and also if I want to update the maps, I can go ahead and do that as well. Also, if I click on device here, it'll bring me to another section where I can see the serial number, the software version, a lot of help and manuals if I want to back up my data, and also optional updates. And of course, there's the extra tab as well that will allow me to install, like if I want to do like install other little avatars, like other cars and stuff for your icons, as you're moving across the maps. and little packages and even voices, etc. Now, one thing to keep in mind, like I said, what I did was I had to back here in updates. I wound up reinstalling the maps, and then from there I wound up installing all the updates. However, I did find out that after you reinstall the maps, it will not, sometimes at least, it will not install the audio files, the voice files, to have text to speech when you're driving. And so I found out you actually have to go down here to optional updates under language files. And then from here, you can choose a language of voice you want installed. So in this case, I wanted English, so I selected English, and then of course add the updates. And make sure you do that separately. I also tried doing it with other files as well, and for some reason it didn't take, so I did this manually, separately by itself, and then it took. And then after that, you'll have your audio back, so where you'll also not only can see your directions, but also speak the directions. So that's always a great benefit to GPS. But here also as well, in other files, you can have updates as well. They say it's files that are not in use, but I went ahead and updated everything anyways, just because I like to always be up to date, 100% up to date as much as I can. Okay, so once you've reinstalled your maps, or in this case that's what I did, I reinstalled my maps and applied all the updates here, and of course I re-added the audio. After that, I was good to go. After I unplugged the GPS from the computer and booted back up, it notified me that it was installing it, and some things need to be and it also required the GPS to be restarted, and that was fine. And after that, everything was fine to go, and you can just go back in and set up all your settings again, like your eco route, your vehicle profile, etc. But actually, I also noticed as well that when I reinstalled my maps, it did not delete my favorites and my history, so that was cool. I thought I had to go ahead and re-enter all that in again, but actually it was still there, so that was cool as well. Okay guys, so like I said, it was a very simple and easy fix, and let me know if you have any questions with Garmin Express or just updating your Garmin in general. I'd love to help you out. Okay guys, so I hope this video can help those who may be having similar issues with their Garmin GPS. And has this ever happened to you before in the past, or are you experiencing right now? Please let me know by leaving a comment below. I would love to hear your stories and what you did to resolve it, or if you need any help with it as well. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe. It's the best way to stay informed and up to date with all the latest how-tos, tutorials, tips and tricks, and other awesome videos that we posted in the future. And please go ahead and share with all your friends and family as well. Alright guys, thanks a lot. Happy Thanksgiving, and take care.